Other than those two chunks of the Epic of Gilgamesh, which I have linked at the middle end of the syllabus, the other thing I want you to go through for class on Friday is Hammurabi's Law Code. This is not the first law code in ancient history, but it's the first one that we have access to. It dates back to about 1800 BC, so 4,000 years ago, give or take. And by looking at laws, we can tell what this civilization values. If you think about why laws are created, they are to guide people's behavior. And when you have a law, it's normally because it's correcting something someone has done. My favorite example of this is that there's a law in the books in California that you cannot shoot a whale from a moving vehicle. Why the heck is that a law? Well, because probably at some point somebody tried to do it, so now you need to make it a law. But you can also tell how people are guided in their behavior by the punishments that are imposed. You can tell how society is set up. Is everyone equal? Does everyone have the same rights? So one thing I would like you to do, you don't have to read every single law in Hammurabi's Law Code. You can skim through them. But spend some time taking a look at the themes they cover. What are the topics? What can you learn about these folks? The law code itself was actually written on a huge 8-foot tall tablet. It's called a stela. The top of it is this image here. And it's put in the middle of the city of Babylon for everybody to see. And even if they couldn't read it, somebody could read it to them. It's a constant reminder of Hammurabi's authority. On the next slide, I've got the preamble, and it's also in the text itself. But I wanted to put it here so you can take a look at it. Think about how Hammurabi presents himself. How does he justify his set of laws? What allows him to rule? How does he say he is? What type of ruler is he? What justification does he have to rule? What does showing the god Shamash here, giving him the law code, suggest to people who would have believed that gods interfere in their lives regularly? And as you go through, think about, okay, why would they regulate X, Y, and Z? A lot of times people call Hammurabi's Law Code the code of an eye for an eye, but it's kind of the eye for an eye except. So in what cases is retribution okay, and in what cases isn't it? Does everyone get the same punishment? Are different people more important than others? Who's most important in society? Those are the types of questions that will help you answer that second of the questions for the analytical response, which is due next Tuesday. Go ahead, after you're done with this, read through that preamble. See if you've got questions that you want to ask me during office hours, or send me a quick email about. Make sure that you use that to guide what you see. Then we've got one very slide at the end. I'll ask you kind of a funny question, and we'll call it wraps for lectures for this week.